Hey, it's Chico. End of the month. It's time to do our monthly recap, and we can look at how much money this video series of selling call option has made throughout the past. Just to briefly recap before we go to the spreadsheet, we were in the second half of the earnings season, and we were able to do really well. It looks like a lot of the stocks were having troubles to further propel up. I mean, there were some that could, like Palo Alto, because their AI solutions for security was something that what the investors wanted to hear, a new product that you can monetize, or you're starting to monetize on these products. For others, like hardware makers like NVIDIA and Dell making the servers and storage, they just basically, even though they had a good quarter, their stocks did not go up. NVIDIA went sideways really, and then Dell just nosedive, even though they had a good quarter, because they said the upcoming quarter will profits will hurt profits, not revenue. For the upcoming year, they raised their forecast. So in this market, it's really tough. There's really high expectations for artificial intelligence, machine learning, and there's just a lot of nervousness, and everybody's kind of like, a lot of things are kind of baked in, and there's high expectations. So you have to come in as a company to have your stock propel. You have to give something exciting, something unexpected, or exceed expectation, be exceptional. That's kind of like the vibe that I get. And then for the other stocks like non-tech, food services and what have you, retail, sales is good for retail, like Walmart, Lowe's, and Home Depot. But their earnings are hurting a little bit due to tariffs. And the food services, some of them are struggling to get people to go out and eat. I mean, we're talking about casual fast food like Chipotle and Starbucks. So that's kind of like how to recap not just this month, but in this past earnings season. And moving into the fall, I think the upside will be, if any, it will be really sluggish. Everyone's going to be probably, I'm guessing, kind of nervous, but I think the country overall is even though despite the softness, the companies are running lean, and there's no extreme euphoria, I would say. And so for AI, I mean, that's where a lot of the frothiness is, somewhat frothiness, but I think maybe some stuff have to catch up. So as we go into the upcoming fall, end of the year, fall and winter, I think let's talk more about fall. I think it'll be more, I'm guessing it's going to be more sideways action, maybe a little bit creeping up a little bit. This past quarter has been pretty surprisingly bullish, I suppose. The market has really been moving up. Anyways, so yeah, selling call options should still be good, and let's take a look, go to the spreadsheet and take a look at the numbers for this month. All right, this is what the spreadsheet looks like for the month of August. Yeah, in the beginning of the month of August, we really killed it on the first week, despite even like Palantir going to the money on that and losing just a little bit of money. Overall, we made a play for Palantir, AMD, and DraftKings during earnings, and so each of those guys, they announced their earnings, and we converted really good. Palantir, we tried to make an extra play on Friday, and we did lose like $92 there overall. So $14.90 first week. Second week we did a Tesla play, and then we swapped to AMD and Carvana. Kind of an easy week there, $4.19 though, so pretty good. Then the third week, Carvana, again, I'm kind of familiar with Carvana, so I like playing Carvana a lot. And anyways, Shopify did go into the money on us at the end, and we lost a little bit of money on that, but hey, 140 that week is still in the positive territory. And here, the last week, August 25th to 29th. Let me clean this up here. Yeah, so we started with Semtech, which was looking good at one point, and then surprisingly, after earnings, they shortly after the opening bell, they started going up, and given how they met estimates, but from what I heard on the call and or the transcript, I read the transcript. I didn't think it was like that stellar to justify for such a 15 to 17% surge. But anyways, yeah, I sold it. I mean, bought it back to close. It was kind of break even play, you can say. I thought we were gonna get some lunch money, but I guess I set my limit order at 185. So, and it did go for 185 to buy it. We had to buy it back to close out, so we lost $12. So instead of getting lunch money, we paid out some lunch money. Then quickly we shifted to Nvidia, and after their earnings, we definitely made money quickly on this one. 24 hours, we were able to buy the contract back at 6 cents and pocket $282 on 2 contracts. So that was really good for us, And Nvidia, yeah, they delivered a monster quarter, but of course people were expecting more. And then Dell also had a great quarter, like I mentioned before. And sold 3 contracts before their earnings after shifting from Nvidia to Dell for $1.89 each, 3 contracts, and then next day they nosedive despite having a great quarter and for upbeat forecast outlook, and so we made $567 on that one. Yeehaw! And overall for the month, yeah, we're up $2,886. That's from 40K, that's 7.21% return. So that is very good. And we were 9 for 12 trades, 9 successful trades. We were just lossy on 3 of them. And one was really break even, but now I've technically marked it against me. So 9 for 12 instead of 10 for 12. So let's go to the summary here. You can see how much money this video series has made since February, this selling call option video series. And we made $5,868, and again every month 40K. We try to stick within the 40K budget, not try to exercise it. We don't exercise any margin, and this month we came away with 7.22%. So that's like the second best month we've had, and you can see the number of profitable trades. I'm 69 for 84, very high rate of success here. 82%, at least in my opinion. I think it's a pretty high number, and I'm happy with that. Maybe I can do higher, or lower is okay too, as long as we're making money. That's all that matters. But I really like to be able to have the ability to make good money and have like a good trade success rate, percentage. And there you have it. That's the spreadsheet. All right, there you have it. We did incredibly great for this month, and those who are new to this series, I remind you again, we're going to reset back to 40K for next month. So that's how we do it. Every month we reset back to 40K. We do cover calls for the sake of budgetary reasons and simplifications. Of course, it's up to you to decide if you want to do a cover call or a naked call, which is higher risk because you don't have the stock, but then you don't have to worry about the downside of the stock. And in this video series, we're not really focused about the gains and losses on holding the stock. It's more about making money off the premium. Of course, if you get assigned, then we have to consider like the cost of that if it goes into the money. Okay, so that's it for this month. If you like this video, don't forget to like. If you don't want to miss another episode and you haven't subscribed yet, you can go ahead and subscribe and tune in. Until then, until next episode, I'll catch you later.